Good morning. Good morning. This is Cinder with Stacy, and we're lotioning so that we won't be rusty for International Women's Day.
Yes, but that's what women do.
We do? What we do? Lotion?
We lotion our hands.
We lotion.
We have to make sure our hands are.
We lotion. You don't want to see the rest of us. You don't want to see my feet. Good morning. Thank you so much for chiming in, for connecting with us this morning at the second half, where we're going to let the healing begin. Today is International Women's Day, Miss Stacy, and I'm here with one of my business partner and great friend, Stacy Alugas, from Gentilly.
I love when you say that.
I love it.
Oh my God.
The first time you said that, it made me crazy.
What, Gentilly?
Yeah, from Gentilly.
Oh,
I said, where are you from? You said Gentilly.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know what to say.
Is she not gorgeous? Is she? She's always gorgeous.
Oh, I love when women can edify other women.
You're always gorgeous, and you're
powerful.
powerful.
And you too.
What you doing here today?
Oh my
What are
goodness,
you
I came here to
doing?
see
And you're
you.
red and black.
Yes.
Awesome. We're so
And
happy.
I just threw this together.
Did you?
Yeah.
You like that? You like that? And not only are we here today, but you're here today with us, and we're just so thankful and blessed. We're asking you to post, like, and share our show on today. We're excited. We have some wonderful things in store for you here at the second half on today. International Women's Day.
I love it.
What do you think about it?
I think it's amazing. We deserve this.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
deserve it. Women go through so much. We have so many challenges. We have so many things that we do in our lives. So I think this is so needed.
Yes.
I think this day is needed.
It's needed. It's necessary.
Yes.
Not only the day, but it's the month. The month. This is also Women's Health Month.
I love
It's
it.
Women's Social Workers Month. And it's also the time and the month that we put a challenge out, actually over social media. It takes 21 days to form a habit.
I believe that.
It does.
Is it 21 days or 90 days?
Well, actually 21 days.
Really?
If you notice, if you do anything in your life consistently and on point for 21 days, it will form a habit.
I could believe that.
It'll form a habit. So our challenge to you, as we put out over social media, is to identify something in your life, be it getting up in the morning, be it exercising, whatever it is that you've been wanting to do. Post that in your mind, and let's use the month of March, which is Women's Month, to form that habit.
I love it.
And at the end of the month, we would have had an evidence-based year.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
This is the year of completion. This is the year of definement. And so we are, every month we should have some type of a goal.
At the beginning of
At the beginning. Can you imagine how the end of the year will be if we set our lives up in 21-day increments and form habits and maintain them?
Well, you just go Cinder this morning.
I am
Oh,
something.
my
I am
goodness.
powerful
I love
today.
It. Yes, you are.
It must be because you're here.
No, because you're a bossy woman. That's
I'm
why.
a woman. Let's talk. Let's talk about what you're doing. What are you doing out there?
Oh, my goodness.
You're all over social media.
Oh, my goodness. I am. I try to be. Not like I want to be. But one of the things that I'm doing, and I like when you talk about in terms of goals, and I truly believe in setting goals. That's
Yes,
important.
you do.
And I was just having a conversation with a phenomenal woman on the phone, actually, and she's a mentor and a friend to me. And I love talking to her because she always challenged me, and just through our conversation, she always challenges me. And when I think I'm doing it, I talk to her, and she's doing way more. Right.
You need those people.
Yes, you need those people in your lives.
Yeah.
And so for me, I'm always self-developing.
Okay.
Always.
Oh my God, I like it.
I use my car as my university.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I use my car. I'm always listening at something that can uplift me. You know, we all are Christians. You know, we all have our beliefs, and I do that as well. I pray every day. But in terms of self-development, because I think it's a difference between spirituality and self-development.
Yes. Yes,
it's a difference. Sometimes people think because they go to church, they're self-developing. But then also, but sometimes they're not, because they have all these challenges that goes on in their lives.
Have to deal with life
exactly.
beyond.
So I love to do self-development. So every day I have affirmations that I tell myself. I wake up in the morning super excited, ready to get the day going, thanking God for all the great opportunities that come my way that I'm going to take. I'm going to take action on.
Absolutely.
That's important.
And you're going to win. And it's evidence. Yeah. Yes. And it's we were talking on the phone, I believe it was yesterday, and we were talking about Facebook Live.
Yes.
And you were talking about how you had never done it before.
Yes.
And I was sharing how my coach had said that every morning, if you're growing a brand, if you're building a brand, every morning you should be connecting with your, even if it's 5 or 10 minutes, with your public, with your friends, on social media, if you're building a brand.
That's right.
To let them know what's going on with you, to inspire them, to let them know what you're doing. And you do that. You've been doing it. You've been doing it.
And let me tell you this, and you and I, we talked yesterday, and I was talking to, like I told you, my mentor and friend this morning, and one of the things we talked about was getting out of our box.
Yes.
And I always like to talk about that, because for so many of us women, we can pray for other women, we can uplift other women, but when it comes to yourself, you don't do that. You go right back inside of that box, right?
Right.
And I always call it a pink box, because pink is my favorite color, right?
Okay.
So we go right back into that box. So I always like to focus on Stacy first.
Okay.
I like to focus on me. And some people might say, well, that's selfish. You should. Oh, no. Because if I'm happy, I can make my husband happy. I can make my children happy. And I can make the people around me happy. And then I can create a positive energy. Because you ever go around some people, they have such a negative energy.
Yes.
So I always like to have a positive energy. So for myself, I like to focus on myself. So, you know, and people always say, oh, you always together, hair laid, face beat, all this kind of stuff, right? But this is what makes me happy. See, I don't do this for anybody else.
Oh, wow.
I
like
this
it.
for me. I look forward to this every morning. This makes me feel happy.
Wow.
So you have to do things that make you feel happy.
You feel good.
Every day.
Oh,
every day.
Yes.
What
and
makes
when
you
we
feel
do
happy?
that, then we don't have to be, because, you know, there's a conception that women are, you know, we're down on each other and we don't celebrate one another, which I really think that mindset is really changing.
Yes.
But when you feel good about yourself, then you can edify others.
Oh, my
you don't
goodness,
have a problem
Not
saying,
at all.
Stacy, you look good.
Not
Stacy,
at
you're powerful. I love what you're doing. Stacy,
Yes.
what are you doing?
That's
We're
right.
pouring into one another. But when I feel good, but when I don't feel good about myself, when I don't take that time, like you're talking about, to make myself feel good, or
Yes.
to work out, or to put on my makeup, or what have you, then I'm going to feel a little inferior and not as comfortable with edifying you.
That's
because
right.
I haven't taken
Right.
time to do what's for me.
Right.
I've taken care of everybody else. And I'm running on fumes.
That's right.
But when you take time to fill oh my goodness, when you
Yes.
take time to fill yourself up, then you can edify and be a blessing to those around
That's
you.
right. And that's what we should take this month. We should take this month and fill ourselves up.
Yes.
That's what we should do. We should fill ourselves
Fill
up.
ourselves.
Especially
I like
that woman
it.
out there who don't do that, who run around taking care of everybody
Everybody
else,
else.
but never take care of herself.
Yes.
And I always, and you know, in my business, one of the things that I do, not only do I own a hair salon because I enjoy
Right.
making women look beautiful,
Right.
but I also enjoy making women feel beautiful.
beautiful.
Because it's three things as women we talk about when we come together. We talk about wealth, getting out of debt,
Oh,
becoming
yeah.
wealthy,
Yes.
living a life of abundance.
Yes.
We talk about our health.
Yes.
Making sure we're healthy,
Healthy.
especially when you're over the age of 40.
Right.
Especially when you're in the second half
Half, you're a
of
baby
your life,
boomer.
right? You want to make sure that you're healthy in your
Right.
body.
That's
but then
right.
also you want to make sure that you're cultivating great relationships and,
Yes.
and doing those kinds of things.
Yes.
So that's what, just for a second, the Now We Know Awareness campaign
Yes,
is.
absolutely.
That's how we came together.
Absolutely,
The Now We Know
yes.
Awareness campaign, because we're educating women and girls. And let me just stop saying that, because it's not just women and girls. We're educating families
Right. Yes.
on the harmful effects
Yes.
of the sanitary napkins
Yes.
and tampons that we've been using for
Yes.
years. And when I say families, it's because we have this Now We Know Awareness campaign
Oh, my.
happening. And let me tell you, it's for the family, because when
powerful.
the woman down,
It's powerful.
the family is down. But also, too, when the gatekeeper, which is the husband,
Right.
is down.
It's
the
not
family
functioning.
is down too.
Right, yes.
So we have a plan, a solution kit just for the man as well.
Absolutely.
So
We're
that's what I
taking
love.
our power back.
That's exactly.
Oh my God, I feel it.
Yes.
It's in the atmosphere, it's in the air. And if you're not around in that kind of an environment, I encourage you to find
Yes.
people and environments where you can be empowered. We're taking our power back. We were in the meeting the other night and with Mr. Crump. Is
Yes,
that,
Mr. Divine Crump.
and he was talking, there was such energy there.
Yes.
We just really have to just bust the floodgates open in our geographical area about this
Yes.
particular
Yes.
campaign that we're working in.
Yes.
But we're taking our health back.
That's right.
We're taking our marriages back because when the husband, when you're not healthy, you cannot function properly.
right.
We have daughters. If we're sick, then they're looking at us.
That's right.
We're taking our resources back. We're opening up doors for entrepreneurialism and extra streams of revenue. This is the time in the season. It's never. I don't know about you. You're not as old as I am, but I've never been in this place before. I've never felt this where I can do anything I want to do. It is available.
Oh, you go, girl.
Anything.
I love
and
it.
I just need you to know that by December it's going to be ridiculous.
Oh,
Don't be angry with me because
and please don't be angry with me. Please don't.
and you know what,
edify me because I will edify you.
and what I love about you and so many of the other women who I've had on this show, and this is not a show for women only. Actually, this show was originally designed for baby boomers, but now it's just an open door for anyone who want to, who's powerful and who's doing things. That's what we're about. We're about empowering our community. But as never before, Stacy, do I feel an atmosphere of success and power and taking authority over your own life. There's no need not to have the things that you want. All you have to do is stretch.
That's right.
Stretch a little bit.
That's right.
Push.
And people think that stretching is so hard. It is, let me tell you, it is so easy. Think about when you first started school. You start from what? Pre-K.
Right.
And I'm not going to talk about nursery. Let's go from pre-K. You do what you have to do in pre-K.
Yes.
Then you move to kindergarten.
Yes.
You do what you have to do in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Then you move to first grade. And I always tell people, especially when I introduce this campaign to people and this phenomenal opportunity
It is.
that I think, let me tell you, we all saw what happened with Uber. We all saw what happened with Google and Facebook.
Yes.
We now, in our communities, and I say communities because not just in the African American community, in our communities, meaning that women and men who had a dream, who've been praying for something.
Opportunity.
You've been looking for something. You say, God, if you send that opportunity to me, I'm going to take it.
Yes.
But then when it comes to you, you get scared.
Yes.
Right? You get scared. I'm telling you today, for me, I was praying for more. I wanted to impact our community in a huge way. And when I was presented with this opportunity, I knew it was something. I mean, I'm talking immediately. I knew it was God immediately.
Wow.
So in terms of being fearful, of course you're fearful because it's something new. But I love the support team that's in place.
The system.
Exactly. See, I'm in business for myself, so I know how that is. You're in business by yourself and for yourself, right? But with this, God gave me what I asked for. I said I wanted to be in business for myself, but not by myself.
Right.
I wanted to be able to have mentors because I'm always the person encouraging people.
Yes.
I wanted to be able to have somebody encourage me.
You can draw from, right, yes.
I wanted to see women and men doing things that I've always dreamed of doing.
Yes.
And when I got that, I knew that it was God. So I didn't hesitate. I didn't hesitate. I took it. I'm like, tell me what I need to do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you today. You've been praying for something. You've been every day praying for something. You go to work every day hating what you do.
Yes.
Because I believe that God gave all of us gifts and talents, and that's what we're supposed to be working in. But then also what he would do is he would send you a vehicle to get to your gifts and talents.
Yes.
Right? So I'm using this vehicle for my gifts and talents.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you've been praying for something. You've been looking for something. Let me tell you, you can inbox Miss Sinder or you can inbox me.
Right.
Stacy Blossom Beauty Alugas. I know it's
Yes.
long, but Cinder just tagged me
Yeah.
in her page.
Gentilly.
Exactly.
Gentilly.
Man, I'm telling you, inbox us. Find out what it is that we're doing. Join us. Because, see, Cinder and I, we would have never met, but like minds.
Right, absolutely.
When you have a like mind,
yes.
you will come.
Absolutely.
We will come together, right?
Absolutely.
And she got a phenomenal young lady about to come up too. And
Absolutely.
Get like minds.
Yes.
Once again.
Yes.
Like minds. When you share that same vision, and you ready to live that life full of abundance, guess what? God will bring people
He will.
in your life.
Yes.
But you got, it's your job
Yes.
to open that door.
Yes.
He placed the door in front of you. It's your job to take that hand and turn that knob and open it and go through it. That's
Absolutely.
your job.
That's wonderful. You know, yesterday I received something in prayer and meditation that just blessed my life. So many times in life we'll look at where we are and we have regrets.
Oh, yes.
Especially, you know, when you start
Woulda,
approaching
shoulda, coulda.
the second half. Absolutely. But yesterday I received that the Lord wants to, and I know that most of us who are watching are believers, and those who are not, we pray that one day you will be.
I love how you put that. You're so
Yeah,
classy with that.
thank you so much. But what I'm saying is, deep and wide, where you are right now, we're believing God for your expansion where you
Yes.
are right now.
That's
Don't
right.
worry about what no one else is doing. Don't worry about how they're doing it. Where you are right now, pray, push in, press in, connect with people who are doing great things. We're doing great things. You know,
That's
used to
right.
be a time I wouldn't say that
Oh,
because I
yes.
was
But we
modest.
doing it.
But right now we're
Yeah,
doing
you don't
great
have to
things.
Be modest, be
Yeah.
bold.
And so
Be bold.
this is a 7-figure year.
I love it. I
This is a
believe that, and
7-figure
I
year for
receive
me,
it.
and I'll
Oh,
speak it
yes.
every day. But
Yes.
but where you are is my point. Where you are right now, begin to press in.
That's
begin
right.
to connect with people. Have an open mind.
That's
A
right.
lot of times, your immediate community will not understand where you're going. So a lot of times, you have to keep things hidden in your own heart.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes you can't even trust yourself not to put the word out, but you have to keep it hidden in your heart until that thing begin to manifest if you do not have a supportive community. And I find that a lot of times we falter, not because we don't have it in us, but we don't have a supportive
You're so right.
environment. What do you think about
I
that?
totally agree with that. For me, I'm a little different in that because when I really want to do something, just like even coming on this show, for me, I remember the first time I said, I'm going to just put myself out there. I'm going to just believe.
Yeah.
And you know what? I got to be bad before I'm good and good before
Oh,
I'm great.
my goodness.
So I'm not going to compare myself to anybody else. I'm going to only compare myself to Stacy. So for
Absolutely.
me, I like to put it out there.
Yeah.
I like to put
You're
it
good
out there
at
to
it,
challenge
too.
myself.
You're good
Oh,
at
yes,
it.
I'm doing this.
You're doing
We are going to free 100,000 women and girls.
Yes, we are.
This year,
Uh-huh.
this year, we're going to free you from health.
Mm-hmm.
Bad health.
Bad health.
Yes. Debt. Right? And bad relationships.
Absolutely.
Man, I'm telling you.
Oh,
I'm
that's
excited.
important because
Oh
if
my
you're
God,
not
I'm
healthy, you
excited.
can't make money.
That's it.
It doesn't matter if you don't
That's
have
it.
health. You don't have anything.
Yes.
Our producer Mike is begging us. He's literally begging us to go to break. But this is so awesome this
know.
morning. We're getting ready to go to break.
Yes.
At the second half, we thank you
Yes.
guys. We're asking you to post, like, share,
Yes.
and connect.
Yes.
Once again,
I
go
love
to
it.
our social media and connect with Stacy and I. We're business partners,
Yes.
so it doesn't matter
Yes.
which one of us you connect with. But
Yes.
we love you, and
That's
we'll be
right.
back in a moment at the second
That's
half.
right. What are you going to do with us?
What you gonna do?
Life? I love that.
What you gonna do?
I know. Make it happen. Live a life full of abundance.
Love you.
I love it.
Hi, I'm Evangelist Melanie Pichon. Listen, I'd like to invite you to view our Forgiven Talk Show every Thursday from 11 a.m. Central Standard Time until 12 noon. We talk about issues, we talk about challenges, we talk about those things really that other folks don't want to talk about. Listen, if you want to talk about something, if you want to give us some suggested ideas, comment below and we'll do our best to get at you. Remember, every Thursday from 11 a.m. Central Standard Time until 12 noon, the Forgiven Talk Show.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Hello and congratulations. You have arrived at the second half. I'm your host, Sinder Coleman Miller. Connect with us every Thursday at 10 o'clock a.m. on the New Orleans Talk Network as we discuss issues pertaining to the most exciting and prolific generation of our times, the baby boomers. So for information, resources, and booming entertainment, meet us at the second half, brought to you by the Boomers Lifestyle Network.
I'm living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's
What's up, readers and shakers? It's your girl, Rhonda M. Lawson, sending you a personal invite to the Literary Lounge. Tune in to Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions each Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for the best in literary conversation. Each week, a different author will join us to talk to their most important readers, you. You can also call in to ask your own questions. So don't forget, each Wednesday at 7 p.m., join us in the lounge for Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions. See you there.
Tired of feeling like a number instead of a person when you go to the doctor? Well, at GenCare Senior Medical Center, we know your name. We know your family. We know you like a friend and treat you that way.
Sometimes I forget she's the doctor, and I'll say, girl, you know I had a headache so bad the other day.
I like GenCare's approach. I smile when I leave GenCare.
I'm just like going to one of my relatives' house. I can sit down and talk. I feel like family.
I really enjoy my doctor. I have a personal relationship with him, and he truly is devoted to healthcare providing rather than just make a buck.
Oh, Dr. Jones and I are experiencing a great relationship because he listens. Just because we've gotten older, it doesn't mean that we're not able to do.
At GenCare, our doctors take the time you need. We listen. We don't rush you. Isn't it time you felt the GenCare difference?
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Hi, this is Evangelist Melanie Pichon, and listen, I am so excited. You need to stop what you're doing and listen to me. Louisiana Fashion Expo, Saturday, March 10th, 2018. You've got to be at Watson Memorial Teaching Ministry, 4400 St. Charles Avenue. Doors open at 12 noon. You've got to be there. Fashion designers and coutures from all across this region are going to be there, and you have to be there. Listen, it's only $10. Why don't you jump on over to Eventbrite today and get your ticket, because you may not be able to get in at the door. I'll see you on Saturday, March 10th, 2018 at 12 noon.
We are back at the second half with Stacy Alugas. And look who's here. Look at here, look at here. Apostle Veronica Young from Hoover, Alabama.
Thank you.
Welcome
Pleasure
to
be
the
here.
second half
Thank
this
you. Thank you.
morning.
It's an honor to be here.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Yes.
Before we went off break, we were talking about the month of March, which is the most powerful month, one of the most powerful months of the year, which is Women's Month.
Yes.
National Women's Month. And today is International Women's Day. And here you have three beautiful, powerful women. And we're just so honored to have you.
Thank
you.
And my associate here, Stacy. We're not
Thank
modest.
you.
I used to be modest, but I've been hanging around with Stacy, and I don't know what happened to me. I know some of my friends are saying, "What? She's speaking good of herself." But anyway, we're here this morning. Before we went to break, we were talking about. What were we talking about? We were talking about positioning, where we are right now, our goals for 2018.
Getting out of that box.
Getting out of the box, getting out of the box. And Stacy and I, we were alluding to the network that we're involved in.
Yes.
Talk a little bit more about that, Stacy.
Let me tell you guys, and like I said before, for me, I was praying for something. I was looking for something. I'm a woman that when God gives me a gift, I like to act on it.
Absolutely.
Because, and I feel very confident in it because I know it's Him that gave me that gift.
Yes, yes.
So it's no gray area for me. It's either black or white. And like I always tell people, if you're holding your phone in your hand, try to throw that phone on the floor.
Yeah.
You don't try to do it. You're either going to throw it or you're not.
That's it. That's
right?
good. That's good.
So for me, when God gives me a gift, then I want to act on that gift. And see, He gave me plenty gifts. So for so many years, I thought that my gift was doing hair.
Okay.
Okay, I thought that was my gift. But over time, I learned that my gift was a gift of beauty. I enjoy making women feel beautiful, and I enjoy making women look beautiful.
Yes.
See, because if you don't feel beautiful, you can't look beautiful. And I had somebody tell me on Monday, he said, you know what, Stacy, you wear your clothes don't wear you.
Wow.
You know how sometimes, so what that was telling me was that you have to know who you are.
Right.
As a woman.
That's right.
You have to spend time with yourself, and I always tell this to women, not just women, people. You have to know who you are, but when do we spend time with ourselves, especially with these cell phones now?
Right.
Yes.
When do we spend time with ourselves?
That's right.
If you're not on the phone, you're looking at TV.
Yes.
If you're not looking at TV, what you're doing, you talking to someone.
Yes.
You're never spending time with yourself. That's why I believe in journaling. Go and buy you a journal. Of course, I know you could journal on your phone. But when it's something about that pen and that paper in a quiet room by yourself, that's when you get to know who you are.
That's right.
Right.
Writing your goals and your dreams down, just writing down what happened today. Like, why did I do that today? What was I thinking? Right? Just those types of things. That's when you get to know who you are.
Who you are.
Because you could go to church all day.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's
live in
nothing.
fear and not living in your gifts. And
Right.
God could have so many people prophesy to you.
Yes. Yes.
And keep telling you what your gifts are.
Right.
And you never act
And
on
you
it.
never. And the other thing, that's a very good point. That's really rich. That who are you? Because
Who are
a
you
lot of
really?
us, if someone asks us the question, "Who are you?" you would say, "I'm a wife. I'm a mother." No, who are you?
That's right.
And we don't know who we are because we don't spend that quality time
That's
with
right.
ourselves,
That's right.
where we can meditate and get downloads from the Father as to who I
That's
am.
right.
Come on
Another
now.
powerful
That's
thing
right.
that you said, I thought my gift was in being a beautician.
That's right.
But then I realized that my gift is in making women beautiful.
Yes.
That's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother stretch. So a lot of times we think small where we should be thinking bigger and broader.
That's
So
exactly
your
right.
gift is
right.
making women beautiful. What is
Yes.
your gift? What is your gift? I'm a
good.
beautician. I'm a whatever I do. I'm a secretary. But what is your gift? It's always something bigger. The
Yes.
kingdom. We're living in the
Yes.
hour of the kingdom.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. 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 Yes.
The kingdom
she
is
preaching
calling
up
us.
in your
It's
mouth.
calling us.
Yes,
It's
yes,
calling us out into the marketplace.
Yes,
Whereas wherever
yes.
we go, We are kingdom.
Yes,
You are
yes,
your kingdom.
yes,
Your
yes,
kingdom.
yes.
So it's bigger than just being a beautician.
That's right.
It's about the gift is a seed.
That's
It's a seed that's
yes,
planted.
yes.
And then as we were talking about formerly, we connect with people, we connect with the Father, we connect with prayer. The seed is now, it has room to grow. And it's going to grow into something bigger because in this hour, I'm going to keep saying it. I say it every week. We are the answer to the situation that's going on in the world, the chaos in the world. We can argue we can walk around and fuss about the president and what's going on there all we want to. We are the answer to the situations taking place in the world. Wherever you are, whatever you think you are, get to know yourself and know that whatever you think about yourself, opportunity is going to come and you're going to be even bigger. What do you think about that?
Stop allowing what you do to define you.
Yeah.
Stop allowing what people, you understand?
Yeah.
Because there are so many that are in bondage to a box that people has put them in. But we allow it because we don't know not only who we are, but we don't know whose we are.
Right, yes.
We don't know whose we are. And so we can exist here all day. But when it comes to knowing whose you are, you've got to go in, you've got to spend that time with the Father, the Creator, your Creator. You understand? To come to a point where you won't just exist, but you will live life and live it more abundantly. So we can sit here knowing who we are.
Yes.
But if we're not spending that time with the Lord as we should, getting to know Him, I hear your voice, so I recognize your voice.
Yes. Awesome. That's beautiful. That's powerful. That's powerful.
We need to know whose we are as well, to step into that living life and living life more abundantly.
Absolutely.
We're too defined by what we do.
By what we do.
And so if what we do fail, we fall into or allow depression. Or depression is waiting to come in anyway, from the enemy. But depression is waiting to come in. So if that thing that we allow to define us fail, or people we're serving, we serve them, okay? If they don't treat us right, we go in a dark because we end up serving friendships.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? We end up serving what we do, serving our statuses, serving titles. And if something don't work out right with what we're serving, we're in a corner somewhere. We need to know not only who we are, but whose we are. And when those things begin to look real, real dark in your life, you won't look to the people, the friends, or this. You're going to look to the hills from whence cometh your help.
Wow.
That don't originate from your friends.
Right. Yes.
But the Creator will use whomever. Do you understand?
Do I?
To be a blessing in your life.
And then also we're evolving.
Yes,
I love that.
I like that
we're
word.
Evolving every day.
Yes.
When we get to the pinnacle of where we think we're going to be, there's always room for more because only the Father knows the end game.
That's it.
Only the Father knows the end game.
That's it.
And the other point I wanted to bring up that you guys have alluded to is the responsibility of growth.
That's right.
A lot of times, we are responsible.
That's right.
We have children, we have families, we have friends, we have neighbors, people who are around us. How can they hear?
Yes.
The Word talks about that.
Yes, it does.
And so when we're fulfilling our purpose in the earth, now we're making room and we're being examples for others who are looking on.
Absolutely.
What do you guys think about that? It's a responsibility, and we must be accountable for our gifts.
Absolutely.
He didn't give us these gifts, talents, and skills just to lie dormant.
Absolutely.
We must be responsible.
Absolutely.
That's what I love about this hour, is that we're being empowered to move forward.
Yes.
We're under, we talked about this off air, we're under an open heaven.
That's right.
That's right.
The heaven's not going to always be open.
Yes,
So
that's
when
right.
opportunity knocks,
Yes.
as
You better
Dr.
take
Chu
it.
said, you better be ready to walk in.
Yes, absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
Absolutely. It doesn't mean the opportunity won't come back again, but you don't know when, where, or how. So when we're in that season,
we are.
Stacy said it, that whatever you want,
Yes.
you can have it right now.
Yes,
You have
yes,
to get it.
yes.
You have to do it. It's your job. It's a mandate.
Yes.
You got to do it.
Yes.
You have to do it, or else Think about when you 80 years old. Or think about when you're on your deathbed.
Oh, yes.
And you on your deathbed saying, I wish I would have did this.
I wish
I know I could have done this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I should have.
I should have done it.
Man, go out and get it.
I used to do adult daycare. I did it for my family. We had a family-owned business for 15 years. We took care of hundreds of families. And I would sit in my, as the executive director, I would sit and I would watch the seniors. I love seniors. I love working with them. But the thing that would always grab my attention is that they're in the season of their life where they can't go back and fix any of the undone things. No doubt some live in regret. The thing that scares me the most in my life is that one day I will be one of those wonderful seniors. Wonderful seniors. But sitting back, reflecting on my life, on the wasted days and the wasted opportunities, that in itself empowers me to push forward. And in pushing forward, the other thing I want to encourage you is that you can't take everybody with you.
You can.
You're going to have to be willing. There's sacrifices involved. You're going to have to leave some behind. And it doesn't mean leave your family, but you're mentally and emotionally, you may know what I'm talking about, and we'll have to leave them behind to push forward into the things that you know lie ahead, that you can be a blessing to the same people who don't support you.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you guys think about that?
I think sometimes we stay in positions where the grace has run out. And that goes right with what you said. And so, but there are reasons or excuses that we make to stay in some places where the grace of God has left. And so when you do that, some of the things, and the root of most of that is fear. The fear of the unknown, the fear of stepping out and what if this does not work, the fear of getting into this and, I've heard everybody else is doing that. No, it goes back to the relationship with you and the Lord. Listen, He is the one who we should depend on to lead us. Listen, by His Spirit, by His Spirit. So, and sometimes, there are many of us that are staying in places for a year, with no fulfillment because the grace has already left for that thing. It's just like eagles with their eaglets. I'm very fond of eagles for many reasons, but it's just like eagles with their eaglets. There's a time that the grace runs out for the eaglets to be in the eyrie.
Oh my goodness.
And the mother knows that. And so the mother would then begin to just nudge on, and you wonder why the eaglets just don't take off and just fly on their own. They've been in that place for a while. They're used to being fed by their parents. They're used to the warmness. But then it comes to a point to where the mother began to make it a little uncomfortable for the eaglets. And then that comfortable place, all of a sudden, the twigs begin to just poke a little bit. And then the mother gets you right to the edge because the grace has run out for your comfort zone. And it's time for you to fly. And even if you don't believe that you were created to fly, I'm going to push you and nudge you a little bit. And that's what we also need in this time of being under the open heaven. And not only are we in a season, but we have entered our day. Because when we look at a season, we begin to look at them. When you look at season, you think it's still far off. It is not far off. It's right here where you are today. Whatever your hands find to do, do it.
Goodness.
Do it. Now. And so the mother began to just push the eaglet out. Because listen, you need to know that you can fly. You were born to fly. And you're going to elevate to soar.
Oh my goodness. Born to fly.
But now you got to come into the place of knowing. Lord, what have you put in my hands for me to be found doing today? I need to know that. I need to know your will for my life today, not for just this season.
My goodness. What a word. We're going to break.
Oh, my God.
Are we going to break? What are we doing
Oh,
here?
my goodness.
Mike, take us to break. We'll be back in a moment.
Phenomenal.
That was,
oh my goodness.
We were born to fly.
Absolutely.
Born to fly.
Absolutely.
Oh, I so believe that. Oh, you was talking
We'll be back in a moment at the second half.
Hi, I'm Evangelist Melanie Pichon. Listen, I'd like to invite you to view our Forgiven Talk Show every Thursday from 11 a.m. Central Standard Time until 12 noon. We talk about issues, we talk about challenges, we talk about those things really that other folks don't want to talk about. Listen, if you want to talk about something, if you want to give us some suggested ideas, comment below and we'll do our best to get at you. Remember, every Thursday from 11 a.m. Central Standard Time until 12 noon, the Forgiven Talk Show.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Hi, this is Evangelist Melanie Pichon, and listen, I am so excited. You need to stop what you're doing and listen to me. Louisiana Fashion Expo, Saturday, March 10th, 2018. You've got to be at Watson Memorial Teaching Ministry, 4400 St. Charles Avenue. Doors open at 12 noon. You've got to be there. Fashion designers and coutures from all across this region are going to be there, and you have to be there. Listen, it's only $10. Why don't you jump on over to Eventbrite today and get your ticket, because you may not be able to get in at the door. I'll see you on Saturday, March 10th, 2018 at 12 noon.
What's up, readers and shakers? It's your girl, Rhonda M. Lawson, sending you a personal invite to the Literary Lounge. Tune in to Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions each Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for the best in literary conversation. Each week, a different author will join us to talk to their most important readers, you. You can also call in to ask your own questions. So don't forget, each Wednesday at 7 p.m., join us in the lounge for Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions. See you there.
Wow, it's powerful. We're born to fly. We are back. We're back at the second half with my amazing. This show is really amazing this morning.
I am
Apostle
blessed.
Veronica Young and Stacy Alugas. We are here celebrating Women's International Day and Women's History Month. We are so excited to be powerful women, amazing women, praying women, entrepreneurial women,
absolutely,
serialpreneurs. This day and this hour opens so many opportunities up to women, and we just invite you to connect to us, connect with us this morning, to like, share, and post. And before we went to break, Apostle Veronica, you were, oh my goodness, what did she say? We were born to fly?
She said that we are born,
we are born
to fly.
To fly. We're born to fly.
And when she said that, that we are born to fly, immediately I thought about so many women that I know, that I know for a fact is born to fly.
Born to fly.
Come on.
But they are not flying.
They're not flying.
No.
They are not flying.
They're not flying.
So do you want to talk about the challenge?
We're going to talk about the challenge, but what we want, I don't want to lose this because this was so powerful.
Yes.
Talk to us some more about the born to fly, and then off air you were talking about the soar.
Yes,
the soaring. Share with us about that.
Yes. So we left with the mother kind of tugging and pushing and nudging the eaglet out of the nest, because the eaglet was born to fly. The eaglet was born to fly, but the eaglet had to know that. The eaglet had to know that. And so we're sitting here now, and God doesn't, people like, oh, I want to get to know God. Well, God reveals himself. He reveals himself. And so there are things in each of us, in many of the women that are watching, that God has already his original intent. There are so many gifts and callings and assignments, you know, that are on your life, you know, but he's yet to reveal. He's yet to reveal some of those things. So even though the eaglet is pushed out of the nest, okay, because the eaglet was created to fly, okay, and so the mom wants the eaglet to know that, and so the eaglet began to flap its wings. Flap its wings. And here's the thing. Sometimes we're afraid to get out of the nest. We're afraid to get out of the comfort zone because most of us, as you just said, think that we cannot fly. Most of us don't know what we're born to do. We're not connected as we should be to the Creator. But all of us have that opportunity. And so while the eaglet is flying, this is what I love about the Lord. This is what I love about the Lord. His word said, I will never leave you, nor will I forsake you. Listen, I'm not going to let you fall and crash. Do you understand what I'm saying? We know that the enemy would love to destroy us. That's what he comes to kill, steal, and destroy. But listen, even if the eaglet seems to go down a little bit, the mother eagle will come down and swoop up the eagle. Listen, and I believe what happens is she'll put the eagle there and nudge the eagle right back out again because you were born to fly. And that's what you need to know. And it doesn't stop at flying because once you hit a certain space, once you hit a certain place in your obedience to God, amen, what he will come in and catapult you to or increase you to is soaring. And you'll begin to learn, amen, what it is to soar. Amen, what it is to rest in him. Amen. Listen, because sometimes we can flap a little bit too long. We can flap too long and we'll end up in this place called striving.
Come on now.
When you're in this place called striving, you're trying to work to get it. You're trying to work to be accepted. Hustle. You're trying to work. Listen, God has given you a plan. Listen, this will be done. I'm going to do this in your life in 6 months. Amen. And you do just like Sarai did in the Bible in the beginning, and she'll try to make that thing happen herself. No, Sarai, it's not Ishmael. Listen, it's not him. He's not the promised one. Do you understand? So we'll get up in this place and we'll begin to strive. But listen, what the eaglet needs to know that, look, you're not a chicken. And so you don't have to just flap. Listen, you can come to a place, amen, in the process, and that's something we don't like. That's right. We don't like processing. We don't like being processed. God let me know he's called his chosen to the table. That's a remnant right there. He's called, look, many are called.
Yes.
How many are chosen? Few are chosen because many people, listen, not only do they not want to be processed, they don't want to be processed God's way. Which means that 6 months, God said you'll be here in 6 months and you try to make it happen. It's okay. We just need to have a checkup with ourselves. It's something in you that's trying to bring to pass what God said. Do you understand?
I do.
God, shine the light on that in my life.
Okay.
Because what he's called for, he's the only one who can provide for it.
Oh, he will provide.
Listen, we don't watch over God's word to perform it. God watches over his own word to perform it. He laughs at our plans. And this is one thing that'll take the weight off us, that'll take the pressure off us if we just give it to him. Listen, but that's another thing that we have to do. If we're going to go from flying to soaring, we have to know something about surrender.
My goodness. Talk about that.
We got to know something about surrender because we used to flapping our wings. Listen, but we got to know something about surrender till we say, look, I give it to you.
That's it.
You carry me.
Yeah.
Carry me to the point to where I'm soaring and I'm not flapping. I'm not striving. I'm not trying to make this thing work on my own. I'm not trying to bring it to pass.
Yes.
So that talks about something that the word talks about in Hebrews, that we will yet enter into a rest. It's yet a rest, which is equate to trust. It's yet a place of trust in God we got to enter into. As long as we're here breathing, there is yet more that he wants to pour into us. Right. Not for it to stay, but for it to call that thing up out of us at the appointed time. Because he wants his glory, amen, to be revealed in this earth. Look, just as the waters cover the sea, and he's going to do just that. Because even when everything else passes away, his word does not. It stands forever. What he said concerning you is so. And what he's waiting on you to do is to come into agreement with what he said. He wants you to become one with his word. That'll cancel out every agenda you have.
Wow.
I know I'm making me some faces, boy.
Perfect love. Perfect love cast out all fear. Perfect love cast out all fear. And that's some of even in the church. And I say this from a very humble place. That is a place even in the church where we're missing it in leadership. Perfect love cast out all fear. We're too competitive.
Yes.
Child,
competitive in the kingdom. That's so true.
Jealousy too.
Jealousies, all of these things. And we need to enter in a place to know God. Because not only is he an all-consuming fire, he is love. And if we want anything, it should be to increase in the knowledge of him. Because we're called to mature in him. If you're not growing, something is wrong. If you're still just flapping, something is wrong. Listen, but he is the way out. Listen, go to him. Every answer you need. As a matter of fact, Jesus is the answer. Amen. God is ready for you not only to fly, but to soar. This is your year to soar.
This is a year to soar. This is awesome. This is wonderful and so amazing. We have, you're amazing.
To God be the glory.
You are amazing.
Both
to
of
God
you.
be the glory.
Yes.
We received more today than we bargained for.
Yes.
We are just so thankful that it's just been an awesome show.
Yes,
and it is our hope today that
Yes.
you guys have been blessed, that you've been lifted, that you've been empowered by a word, a jot, or a tittle of which we have spoken today. Stacy, what's going on with you before we end? You want to put a challenge forward.
Oh, yes. I want to put that challenge
Come on.
forward because you said something. She said that you are born to fly.
Fly.
And when she said that, I was saying, you are born, that was it, right? You are born to fly.
Born to fly.
You are born to fly. And immediately, like I said, I thought of women who are born to fly and they're not flying. Are you going to take, not just this month, but let's look at this the rest of this year.
Yes.
Challenge yourself to fly.
Yes.
And if you believe, first of all, because we have some women that are flying.
Absolutely.
So what I want you guys to do, this is a challenge because sometimes you have to be bold in it, right?
Yes.
And you gotta put it out there. I believe in putting it out there. So if you believe that you are born to fly, I want you to comment or inbox Miss Sinder.
Right.
Yes.
You know Sinder.
Yes.
But also, you know me, I want you to go to Stacy.
Stacy.
Blossom Beauty, Alugas. I know it's long. But I want you to say, I am born to fly. I'm going to put that on my social media.
Me too.
Are
Me
you
as well.
born
Are
to
you born
fly?
to fly?
Amen.
And
born
if
to
you
fly?
are not born to fly, I want you to put in the comments, I'm not even, no inboxing. Let's be bold. Put it in the comments.
In the comments. Make an
Put it
acclamation.
out there.
Absolutely.
That's
yes.
right.
Put it out
that
there.
I am.
And
Yes.
say, no, I know that I'm born to fly, but no, I'm not flying. But I'm ready.
But
Come
I'm
on,
ready.
yes.
But
And
I'm
if
ready.
if you want to connect with Apostle Veronica Young, this is
Yes.
just a taste of what can happen. If you want to invite her to your ministries, to your conventions, she's available. She's in Hoover, but she's here in New Orleans today. She will travel to come to you to bless your life. We want you
She's
to
born to fly,
'cause
so
she's
that
born to
drive was
fly.
nothing for her.
Absolutely.
nothing.
You
It
can
was a
connect with
pleasure,
her
honor.
on Facebook at
Yes.
Veronica Young.
Thank
And we
you.
thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
being
Thank
here. Oh
you.
my
Oh,
God, what a
thank you.
blessing
Thank you so
that
much.
you guys
Thank
are here
you.
today.
Thank you.
And as we close out, as we ask every week to our audience, our friends and followers, what are you planning to do with your second half? 50 down and 50 to go. Let's get busy. We love you so much. Have a wonderful week. And to all the women, happy International Women's Day.
Yes.
God bless you. We love you.
God bless.
We love you.
Amen.
Bye-bye.
Amen. Bye-bye.
You're born to fly.
Born to fly.
Soar.
Soar. Yes.
Look how you came in.
I'm living my life like it's golden. 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 Golden. Living my life like it's 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 golden. Golden.
Our listeners are as important as our guests. Join in on the conversation. 504-341-8255, the New Orleans Talk Network.